Hi guys, welcome to Britain Investments. I forgot to record this video, but this another company which I absolutely hate. Vodafone Idea reported its earnings yesterday, and to be honest, I am not a fan of this company at all. I've never been a fan of this company. This company actually, let me switch to 5 minutes. Yeah. Okay, before its earnings or not, it was going on a uptrend. A lot of investors expected that. A lot of investors expected that price action would actually price action would actually uh, uh, like expected that it's going to report great earnings. It was always under this pattern, like it was going to expect it actually peaked a lot. It ran up to what is in one day how much forecast was forecast, yeah. Within one day it rallied almost 5%, 5%, and a lot of investors were do expecting that it is going to report great earnings. Not within one day, like within a week, it reported again at least 5%. But a lot of investors were do expecting, it was going to report great earnings. And Vodafone did this. First of all, I have seen uh, lot of uh, and retailers like posting on Instagram saying now Vodafone Idea's time has come. It is time to buy everything. Vodafone did is better than Reliance everything. First of all, Vodafone's products are absolute shit. It is an absolute shit. It struggles. It still needs debt to finance everything. In 2024, I think it was 2024, when it sold majority of its stake to the government. Majority of its stake to the government. Majority of its stake to the government. Company didn't report. Uh, company didn't report like uh, still it was struggling. It was around March. Company this earnings was completely that they sold all the assets. They're forced to liquidate all of its assets. Still they're doing that, and this gain whatever you saw on March 26 was completely based on liquidation of asset. They were forced to liquidate all those assets. They have huge due, and the biggest due is, I think, in the tower. I was looking into this company, Indus Tower as Indus. This company actually got some better fundamentals, but its biggest problem I didn't invest it because its biggest customer is in this Vodafone Idea, and when Vodafone Idea never reports great earnings. Still struggling to pay off its debt always, and coming to its products, Vodafone's products are absolute shit. It's not better than Reliance or Airtel at all. It's better than Reliance and Airtel at completely. It's at least in no customer is now even switching to Airtel or Reliance. It has better quality in rural areas. No what am I saying? No customer is switching to Vodafone Idea at all, even though it is cheap plan ever, because people don't trust this product. Its reliability doesn't work in rural areas at all. Now that is what is the biggest advantage. And personally, I was using Vodafone Idea, but it's net had huge network problem, had huge service issue, and and Geo is also facing the similar, but it has diversified into a lot of new segments, even Airtel as well, So that is why I'm looking forward to this Geo IPO as well. So we'll see. But Vodafone Idea doesn't deserve any growth at all. No, it has, like, over the 6 months, it was seeing a very huge spike in growth, but its earnings disappointed. You always value if earnings doesn't disappoint. If earnings disappoint you, that means company is not growing at all. That is what is the main fundamental of stock market. You can say we are cheaper than uh, Reliance and Airtel, Reliance Jio and Airtel, but you don't produce the kind of quality those two SIM card produce. Airtel is also into data centers as well now. So that is what, and I wanted to share this news. OpenAI buys $7 billion of employee shares, and think what I notice about it is what I notice about this is what Nasdaq has been seeing a similar downtrend as of right now. It is crashing. It started to form the key support right here, and then it started to fall lower, higher lows, lower highs. Started to recover a bit, but this is sign of a concerning to me. First of all, uh, OpenAI is completely in red. OpenAI is completely in red. Like, they are not at all profitable at all. Their cash flow is pathetic. Even if it raises 1 billion, it again has to raise again in next week, because they have a lot of capex everything, and that is why you are seeing not Reliance, sorry, all these AI companies has been crashing, because the capex completely outweighs the profit into whatever revenue they are making to this AI. And think about this is, even though OpenAI is completely in red, how are they even able to get 7 billion to buy back of its share? How? Because they have raised about what, 300 billion in dollars in employee shares. Sorry, to VC. They have raised around 900 billion, I would say, to VC, and this VC money, they're using it to buy back every employee shares. So you see, now OpenAI wants to accumulate a lot of its shares, and they're using VC money to buy back all of its shares back. And that is what is concerning to me for Microsoft, because Microsoft has been in a very huge rally. So this is like little concerning that AI bubble could be very closer, or uh, very closer. But thing about this is I wanted to say is, this bubble is all completely prevented by VCs. If these companies start realizing, my God, they're burning so much capital of us, and we need to stop investing in them, the entire bubble will burst. Entire of the stocks would burst, and that is what has led to that is what is not leading to the crash of AI bubble. It's not leading to crash of AI bubble. Once these companies realize it, the capex is completely gone with this Anthropic and Open AI. They will soon realize it, and they will stop pumping. They need to stop pumping into this company, this Google, Nvidia, and realize it. But they need it because they need to keep their stock as well alive. It's like a back and forth, So we'll see how it goes. And by the way, I canceled my plan of buying Nasdaq, because I'm investing in one of my projects, completely into one of my projects right now. So I'm using my bond money to invest in that project. So we'll see how it goes. So that's it from me today. Please like to subscribe. I'll see you in tomorrow's video. And thing is, I've added the description link to the description for my cloud skill in the comments. You can check it out anytime.